Welcome to the Strategic Leadership Podcast, presented by the AGU Management College of America. In today's episode, we take you inside the world of strategic leadership, not as a buzzword, not as a checklist, but as a real, living, breathing way to think, lead, and build transformation in the world around you. Whether you're a graduate student, a rising executive, or a lifelong learner, you're about to discover what truly makes a leader strategic, and why our students at AGU finish this course with something far more valuable than a grade. They leave with a vision of leadership that changes how they see the world. What is strategic leadership, really? Strategic leadership is about seeing the long game. It's about understanding systems, not just symptoms. It's about influencing people, not just managing them. It's about aligning the inner workings of an organization with the outer forces of a chaotic, unpredictable world. And that's not easy. In a world of constant change, economic shocks, AI disruption, cultural shifts, climate emergencies, the strategic leader is the one asking, what now? What next? And how do we lead others through it with purpose and clarity? Learning by leading, the Capstone Project. At AGU, we don't believe leadership can be taught through theory alone. That's why the Strategic Management and Leadership course culminates in something bold. A capstone project that invites each student to step into the mindset of a C-level executive and lead strategic transformation in a real-world company. This isn't a case study from 10 years ago. It's a live analytical challenge, and the student is the strategist. How it works. Each student selects a global or regional company. Past students have chosen names like Starbucks, Tesla, Amazon, Grab, and Unilever. Then, using a combination of strategic frameworks and leadership theories taught in the course, they develop a comprehensive strategic leadership plan that includes 1. SWOT analysis, an internal-external diagnostic that helps students identify what the company does well, where its vulnerabilities lie, what future opportunities could be seized, what threats must be managed or mitigated. But more importantly, they learn that SWOT is not a list, it's a conversation, a tool to provoke critical thought, strategic direction, and resource alignment. 2. Porter's 5 forces. Students then map out the industry dynamics. How intense is competition? Are new players emerging? Are customers or suppliers gaining leverage? Is the product or service vulnerable to substitution? By applying Porter's framework, they move from inside-out thinking to outside-in strategy, learning how to anticipate change, not just respond to it. 3. Leadership style alignment. Next, they reflect on their own leadership identity and match it to the needs of the organization. Do they lean toward transformational leadership? Are they servant leaders in a system that demands empathy and inclusion? Do they need to take on a situational or visionary style to succeed? Leadership is not one size fits all. Through this project, students learn how to lead authentically and adapt wisely. 4. Change management planning. Using Kotter's 8-step change model, students are required to build urgency around a new strategy, form coalitions of influence, communicate a compelling vision, empower others to act, and anchor change in the company culture. This isn't theoretical, it's practical. They create real timelines, set KPIs, identify resistance points, and simulate decision-making scenarios. 5. Ethics, CSR, and purpose. What sets our project apart is not just the analysis, it's the moral responsibility behind the strategy. Students are challenged to ask, is this strategy sustainable? Does it serve people, planet, and profit? How does ethical leadership show up in my decisions? Because today, strategic leadership without ethics is no leadership at all. A capstone with impact. The final output is a comprehensive strategic report and a video presentation, simulating a boardroom pitch. But the real result? It's transformation. In the way students think, in the way they see themselves as future leaders, and in the way they now understand how power, purpose, and planning all come together. Real-world scenarios from our students. One student reimagined Starbucks' loyalty platform for Southeast Asia, introducing digital native customer segmentation and partnerships with local artisans. Another developed a strategic expansion plan for Grab, focusing on microfinancing for underserved communities using AI credit scoring, and grounded it in servant leadership principles. One candidate restructured Amazon's supply chain model using predictive analytics and a values-based decision matrix to balance efficiency with sustainability. These aren't just academic exercises. They are blueprints for the future, and our students build them. Why this matters. In a world of AI-driven tools and automated dashboards, what's missing isn't information. It's interpretation. It's judgment. It's vision. And that's what strategic leaders bring to the table. If you're someone who wants to make decisions that matter, if you're someone who wants to lead people, not just processes, if you're someone who wants to leave a mark not just in business, but on society, then the strategic leadership track at AGU was built for you. Ready to lead? Explore our MBA and executive programs in strategic management and leadership. Gain the frameworks, apply them in real time. Become the kind of leader organizations are desperately looking for. Visit us today at www.aguuniversity.org. This has been the Strategic Leadership Podcast, brought to you by AGU Faculty. We'll see you in the next episode.